औसतन 3,000 रुपये के करीब है, वो 4,500, 5,000, 5,000 से भी ज़ायद भी इस तरह की इतलात भी आ रही थी। तो वज़ीर-ए-आज़म साहब ने इसका नोटिस लिया। कल एक अहम मीटिंग भी थी। उस सिलसिले में क्या इक़दाम किए जा रहे हैं, वजूहात क्या हैं, उसके लिए हम आपके पास मुख्तसर इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के हाज़िर हुए। सरफराज बुगटी साहब भी मौजूद हैं और मोहम्मद अली जो पावर के जो मिनिस्टर हैं वो भी तशरीफ़ रखते हैं। जी बुगटी साहब।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। आप तमाम खातून और हजरात का शुक्रिया कि आप यहाँ तशरीफ़ लाए और आज जिस इम्पोर्टेंट इशू पे हमने गवर्नमेंट का पर्सपेक्टिव देना था, सोलंकी साहब ने जैसे बताया कि ये प्राइस हाइक जो है वो खाद में और एक शॉर्टेज जो है सेल्फ क्रिएटेड शॉर्टेज मार्केट में देखा गया और उसका प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने एक दिन में ही नोटिस लिया और कल इस पर बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट मीटिंग हुई। फिर कल रात तक हम इस पर बैठे रहे और उसके हवाले से आपसे चंद एक चीज़ें गोशगुजार करनी थी। नतीजा ये सामने आया हमारी अंग्रेजी का कि ऐसा नहीं है कि खाद की कोई शॉर्टेज है मुल्क में। थोड़ा सा आपको पता है हमेशा से होता रहा है, कुछ मैट्रिक टन्स का कभी सरप्लस हो जाता है, कभी माइनस हो जाता है। वो प्रोडक्शन पे डिपेंड करता है कि वो फैक्ट्रीज जो यहाँ पर प्रोडक्शन कर रही हैं उन पर कभी टेक्निकल फॉल्ट आ जाता है, कभी थोड़े से गैस के इश्यूज हो जाते हैं, प्रेशर के, वो फिर ठीक हो जाता है तो फिर वो प्रोडक्शन उस हद तक पहुँच जाती है। लेकिन बड़ा मसला ये था कि एक बार फिर से इस मुल्क में होर्डिंग जो है जिसके खिलाफ हमने बड़ी कार्रवाइयाँ की थी, ख़ास तौर पर चीनी, वीट, यूरिया, आपको याद होगा स्टार्ट ऑफ अगस्त में और स्टार्ट ऑफ सितंबर में, अगस्त के एंड में, तो उस वक्त ये चीज़ें ठीक हो गई थी। एक बार फिर से उस माफिया ने पाकिस्तानियों को तकलीफ पहुंचाने के लिए दोबारा से खाद की एक होर्डिंग स्टार्ट कर दी है और उस होर्डिंग का नतीजा ये हुआ है कि जो ग्रोअर है, जो फार्मर है, उस बेचारे ने तो उसको कोई 10,000 रुपये बैग देगी भी वो खरीदेगा, लेकिन इस माफिया ने दोबारा से उसको होल्ड करना शुरू कर दिया और दोबारा से वो उनको डंप करना शुरू कर दिया अपने बड़े बड़े गोदामों में। और उससे ये हुआ कि एक बार फिर से एक शॉर्टेज जो मैयज लेने का हुक्म दिया गया है और उनको 24 आवर्स का टाइम दिया गया है कि विद इन 24 आवर्स जितने भी ये माफियाज हैं जो खाद की होल्डिंग कर रहे हैं, जो जिन्होंने ये शॉर्टेज क्रिएट की है मार्केट में, उनके खिलाफ हम हार्डली आएंगे, हार्ड एंड एक्शन होगा हमारा। और इस दफ़ा मैं बता दूं आपको कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब की बड़ी क्लियर कट डायरेक्शंस हैं कि किसी किस्म की रियायत जो है वो नहीं बरती जाएगी कानून के मुताबिक, और कानून को बार बार वो करके उनको सजाएं दिलवाई जाएंगी और उनको अगर हमें 16 एमपीओ में बंद करना पड़ा, 13 एमपीओ में बंद करना पड़ा, उनको जिस भी तरीके से होगा उनको कैफे किरदार तक पहुंचाएंगे और पब्लिक को, ग्रोअर को खाद जो है वो
lawyer from Lahore, Mr. Salman Safdar. Do you have any objection? The two names have been given by my colleagues as well. Mr. Javed Khan, who was the former Attorney General, and Khwaja Haris, who was then the Advocate General, who has been in this case as well. So, thoughts on that? Anyone has any objections, so we can then have these names.
I think we should get some legal academic also. I think it's high time that we get some academics.
We may add to them when we're later on if some colleague comes up with another name. So, but if anyone has any objection to these names, subject to their agreeing.
If your lordship would give, like Mr. Kasuri has sought some time, if your lordship will give me a few days, I'll think about it and give the name to
No,
your
no, do you have any objection to these names? You
Sir,
can
Sir,
supplement
Khalid
them.
Javed Khan is a good lawyer, but I've got my doubts his practice on the criminal side.
No, no, constitutional.
Constitution is okay. Constitution is okay.
Like I said, there are two aspects to the case.
Constitution is okay. Good.
So, like you know, Mr. Raza Rabbani, I hope he doesn't mind my saying so. I will consider him a constitutional expert, maybe not a criminal expert. And there is Mr. Shahadat Awan here, who I will not consider. It will be the other way around.
Sir, Khalid Javed Khan is okay as far as the Constitution is concerned.
There are a couple of other names also. Mr. Salahuddin Ahmed could be one of them. Mr. Faisal Siddiqui could be another. There could be the son of Justice Fakhruddin Ibrahim, Mr. Zahid Ibrahim.
Zahid Ibrahim.
So we want amicus also by, as far as possible, by consent. So let it not be that we have a particular persuasion. We don't want that to come across at all.
Sir,
But we don't want long-winded speeches to be made at the bar. We would expect the amicus to submit things in writing. We will formulate what we think needs consideration so they can think over them, submit them in writing, and we can call upon them if required or if they want to add something to it. But we must have something in writing from them.
So right now I can give consent to two names. One is Mr. Justice Retired Manzoor Malik and Mr. Khalid Javed Khan. As far as the other names are concerned, I'll have to consult my client, my lord.
Salahuddin and
The client is sitting very far away.
both will assist properly.
No. We don't want to. You please address us. Ji.
सर ये दो नाम तो ठीक हैं
ठीक है तो ऐसे भी नाम होना चाहिए जो आपको नहीं पसंद है
वो आपकी मर्जी है That I leave it to your lordship then.
otherwise the complainant may object
आप वैसे ऐसे नाम देख लें जिससे आप इस रेफरेंस से फ्यूचर में कुछ अचीव करना चाहते हैं बाकी प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स को सेव करना चाहते हैं ऐसे नाम हो ताकि हमें गाइड करें
my learned brother has mentioned the name of an academic, Mr. Yasir Qureshi.
He's at Oxford, he teaches constitutions.
No objection, my lord.
So we won't ask him to come. We can request for
Send an
thing
amicus
through
brief.
email. Huh?
Academic is important to have an academic also. It's very important.
I need to bring that culture into our...
Flair, it will bring a flair to it.
By the way, Kazuri Sahab, if you want to submit a name, you okay, and if anyone else, you can give us a name. Who? Yes, fine. तो अच्छा एक तो ये हो गई बात. The other thing is that there are other family members of the late Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. They may want to engage counsel. We leave it open for them if they want to do so or not.
My lord, only his, yes, there are, but as far as these...
Because primarily we're concerned with the decision affecting their lives as well.
We will ask them and let you know, my lord.
We will just pass an order and that order becomes public so they can find out themselves.
Okay.
But we won't hear any person in person, we will only hear through counsel because these are all highly technical, legal, constitutional issues before us. So we won't grant any personal hearing. The only exception is, and we would request if Mr. Kasuri Sahab wants to engage a counsel, he can do so. He can represent himself. He's a senior counsel as it is. So if this is all right, then what date would you like to propose?
My lord, after winter recess.
Yes, it has to be after winter recess.
Which winter? This winter, actually.
This winter, not the others.
The only one question, I just remembered. When was the last date of hearing in this
My
case?
lord, it was 17th January 2012.
17?
January 2012.
No, I have an order sheet of 12th November 2012.
My lord, 12th, what?
November.
Sorry, 12th November, yes. Not
What happened then?
So with that background, they should come up in 2034.
yes, 12th November.
Ek second, can you read that order of the 12th November?
My lord. Reference number 1. A request for adjournment is made on behalf of Chaudhry Yatazad Hassan, Senior ASC, as he's gone to Karachi to attend the funeral ceremony of Mr. Iqbal Haider, Senior ASC, who has passed away on 11/11/2012. The request is allowed and the case is adjourned, date in office. Now, CMA 1993 of 2011, the order dated 17/11/2012, whereby the license of Mr. Babar Awan was temporarily suspended, was passed by 11 members bench, and while entertaining this.
ये बड़े बड़े फिल्म स्टूडियोज थे
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जुल्फकार अली भुट्टो के रेफरेंस की बराह रास्त समाअत हो रही थी। सदारती रेफरेंस है ये। चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ पाकिस्तान की सरबराही में 9 रुकनी बेंच केस की समाअत कर रहा था। सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जुल्फकार अली भुट्टो रेफरेंस की बराह रास्त समाअत हो रही थी। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ पाकिस्तान के चीफ जस्टिस की सरबराही में 9 रुकनी लार्जर बेंच इस केस की समाअत कर रहा था।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जुल्फिकार अली भुट्टो रेफरेंस की समाअत हो रही थी।
चीफ जस्टिस की सरबराह।
Let us be fair. This matter, this presidential reference came to the Supreme Court in the year 2011. A number of presidential references came to the Supreme Court thereafter. They were taken up. There were also then election disputes, etc. So we won't do it. I mean, देर आए दुरुस्त आए, मगर अब इसको ये तो नहीं कि मुलतवी करते ही जाएं हम। देखिए नहीं, sorry to say, no.
Lawyer and a politician also, a very senior most politician of this country.
We don't recognize you are a politician.
Way back in 1960.
We don't accept you as a politician, nor do we accept Mr. Farooq Naik as a politician today.
I'm a humble advocate. I'm a humble advocate of this court.
With that, since I'm a founding father of Pakistan Constitution, with that background, I'm requesting you, please.
ठीक है, आप तशरीफ रखें.
In any country, a man who's a founding father of Constitution, just look
never
at
signed.
America.
तशरीफ रखें.
Their houses.
तशरीफ रखें.
It is in this country that there is no respect. And
Mr. Kasuri, please take your seat. Thank you.
take a seat,
Yes.
but this is my request.
Thank you. So,
Sir,
let's put a date in January then. So let it. Sorry, you want to add something?
Sir, may I say something
Please do.
which I am morally bound to express my view, sir. Actually, this matter, when this reference was filed before this honorable court under 186 of Constitution, from the very beginning proceeding till today, there were, I think 7 or 8 proceedings were conducted. Till the time the temporary
15. 15.
Yes, I was there. In the first hearing, I still very much remember, in the first hearing, before going to commence the proceedings, that time of the Honorable Bench, presided by the Honorable Chief Justice Chaudhry Iftikhar, they said this matter is of a very, very important matter, and it is not upon the honorable judges to decide the matter. It is required. This bench requires that a panel of amicus curiae be appointed. So, first of all, the first order was made. That was a appointment of a panel of 10.
Did you have we've read it already.
सर आप मेरी बात तो सुने सर, मैंने फील किया सर, I really felt, मैंने फील किया सर. So sorry. We don't expect council to have feelings.
No, sir. No. Please, we've already read the order. We've noted the number of amicus who've passed away. We have noticed. We have asked you to looking to continue.
Where is it?
No, but feelings keep at home.
Sir, what I felt. वो सारे जितने अमाइकस थे वो सारे एवरी प्रोसीडिंग्स में थे, तो उनमें से कुछ की डेथ हो गई है, मगर दिस ऑनरेबल कोर्ट डिडंट से ए फ्यू वर्ड्स ऑफ सॉरो. मिसाल के तौर पे सर, मेरी गदिक में आई एम वन ऑफ द
Kohinoor साहब, I must no, please take your seat now. No, but that's it. No, please take your seat. I request you. Let us take the case with the seriousness it deserves. No, please. We will not permit this forum to become a talking point or any other reason. No, sorry, this will not be on. If you're talking about the case, yes. If you're talking about something else, please, there is a lot of media here. Go outside and make a statement. Sir, you are free to do so. चले अच्छा, अब हम ऑर्डर डिक्टेट कर रहे हैं, आपको रिक्वेस्ट ही कर सकते हैं ना कि आप तशरीफ रख लें. कसूरी साहब को भी रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं.
थैंक यू सर.
जी शुक्रिया. इसमें वो जो अमाइकस थे वो कौन सा ऑर्डर था अटॉर्नी जनरल?
My lord, it was 21st of April 2011.
21st of April.
मेन फाइल.
हाँ ठीक है.
इसमें नहीं लगा हुआ 21st में अप्रैल को. It's in the actual file. It starts with
paragraph number 2 of that order, 21st April 2011.
मेरा भी तो था वो आप तो फाइल देना इसमें है.
26.
ठीक है, I found it.
Second week. First week में नहीं है. Second week. Second week क्या है? कुछ लिखो. कुछ नहीं है. Second week का तो वीडियोस के अलावा ठीक है. सरल से पूछो. बताने ऑर्डर में. Second week.
वो उसके अलावा कुछ इसमें लिखें. इसमें लिखें reference number 1 of 2011 was filed by the President of Pakistan under Article 186 of the Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, which was entertained by this court. Full stop. A number of hearings took place, but unfortunately the matter was not concluded. The last hearing that took place, the last time when the matter was fixed in court was on 12th of November 2012, but unfortunately thereafter the matter was not fixed in court and has remained pending. Attorney General, can you also let us know the total number of presidential references that have been filed in the Supreme Court under 186? If such information can be, or as far back as you can go. My Lord. Subsequently, a number of other presidential references were taken up, heard, and decided by this court. But this is the oldest pending remaining presidential reference. Is there any other presidential reference remaining before us?
I am not aware of any, sir.
Pending reference. To stop. It merits determination. Therefore, it merits determination as early as possible. Full stop. Mr. Farooq Naik, learned senior ASC, has submitted an application, CMA number 8622 2018 2011 bracket closed, seeking to be heard. Seeking to be heard?
To be implemented as a party and heard.
Party in a presidential reference. Seeking to be heard.
To be heard.
Seeking to be heard. On behalf of.
And be a party to it, my lord. Be a party to the.
To be made a party to the presidential reference. As on behalf, the application has been submitted on behalf of Mr.
Bilawal Bhutto Zardari.
Mr. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, who is a grandson of the late Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. Mr. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. Full stop. I don't know if we can make a party in a presidential reference. We can certainly hear you, Mr.
Put them on notice and hear them. My lord, party, they can't be made party. So you can put them on notice and hear them.
Mr. Farooq Naik, on a query, Mr. Farooq Naik states, any children of the late Mr. Bhutto alive?
No, my lord.
Children.
Only one daughter. She lives in London.
Okay. Mr. Farooq Naik informs us that there is only one child left, one daughter of the late Mr. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, who is still alive, and he has how many grandchildren? 4 other grandchildren. 4 okay, na? Altogether 5.
5, 6.
So altogether 5, 6, 5. And there are other grandchildren. Yes. Full stop. Accordingly, we put Mr. Mr. Farooq Naik may represent
8 grandchildren. 8 grandchildren. 8.
Okay. No, please. 8 altogether, or 7 plus 1, or how many are there, Mr.
There's myself and my sisters. Myself and my 2 sisters, Farooq.
Altogether 8. Altogether there are 8 grandchildren. Altogether there are 8 grandchildren. Full stop. Mr. Farooq Naik is put on notice to represent Mr. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, and if any other and if the daughter and any other grandchild of the late Mr. Bhutto wants to be represented, they may engage counsel if they so deem appropriate. Okay, full stop. Learned Attorney General for Pakistan. Another learned Mr. Farooq Naik points out that he had moved another application seeking for live broadcast of these proceedings. However, the committee constituted in this regard had already enabled such live broadcast and recommended that it be so broadcast. And we believe it is being broadcast. I don't know if it's working or not.
It's working. It's working. So Justice Mazhar must have seen to it.
So the credit goes to Justice Mazhar and Justice Atharullah. So this application has become infructuous and is disposed of accordingly. Full stop. और कोई application है? अच्छा. We, pursuant to order dated 21st, which was the order appointing
1st April 2011.
Learned Attorney General of Pakistan read out the presidential reference. Learned Attorney General of Pakistan was asked whether the said presidential reference has been withdrawn by any successive president, or if the present president or government wants to withdraw it, and he stated that the presidential reference was not withdrawn, and the president and the government does not want to withdraw it either. Full stop. He accordingly, we asked him to read the presidential reference, which was read in court, and Learned Attorney General also read the certain other orders passed by this court, which he stated were relevant, particularly order dated, which was the questions?
21st April 2011.
Particularly order dated 21st April 2011, which he states that contain the questions which need to be addressed and answered by this court. Full stop. He has also pointed out order dated in the same order, in the same order, a number of MIK were appointed, and amongst those, and a number of whom have passed away, and some are indisposed. However, Mr. Ali Ahmed Kurd, one of the MICs, is present in court, and on our query stated that he will assist the court. Full stop. In view of the fact that the matter before us involves significant and important. There is representation on behalf of Mr. Makhdoom Ali Khan by Associate Counsel, who states that Mr. Makhdoom Ali Khan is also ready to render assistance. Full stop. Since to fill the lacuna left by amicus earlier appointed, it would be appropriate to appoint further amicus, and in this regard, we consider that the points that require consideration are both constitutional, are first and foremost constitutional, particularly attending to the scope of powers under Article 186, the scope of Article 186 of the Constitution, and the nature of opinion that could be given. Full stop. Which would include the question of maintainability of the presidential reference. Full stop. Having attended this aspect of the matter, if this aspect of the matter is successfully attended, to the question of the we need expertise of
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में साबिक वज़ीर आज़म जुल्फ़िकार अली भुट्टो की सजाए मौत के फैसले पर सदारती रेफरेंस पर समाअत जारी है। आज की जो भी समाअत रही उसका
undertaken a number of criminal cases. Full stop. In this regard, the name of Mr. Justice retired Manzoor Malik was proposed and none present and all present supported his appointment as amicus. Accordingly, subject to his consent, Justice retired Manzoor Malik is appointed as amicus, who may elect to either submit, if he agrees to either submit a written concise statement
आखिरी बार रेफरेंस 2012 में सुना गया। हुक्मनामे में ये कहा गया है, बदकिस्मती से ये रेफरेंस उसके बाद सुना नहीं गया और ज़ेर इल्तवा रहा। हुक्मनामे में मजीद कहा गया, फारूक एच नाइक की केस कार्रवाई बरह रास्त दिखाने से मुतल्लिक दरख्वास्त जो है वो निपटा दी गई है। हुक्मनामा जो है वो लिखवाया जा रहा है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट का समाअत जनवरी तक मुलतवी करने का फैसला।
We note that Khwaja Haris was an Advocate General and was associated with this case when it was earlier heard. Therefore, he is also, but he is no longer in his capacity as Advocate General Punjab. However, he is but since he is no longer the Advocate General of Punjab, he is also appointed as amicus. Full stop. Full stop. To gain the assistance of constitutional experts, in addition, on the criminal, to assist on the criminal side, Mr. Salman Safdar is also appointed amicus. To assist on constitutional matters, we appoint Mr. Raza Rabbani, who is present in court and has agreed to his appointment as such, in addition, Mr. Khalid Javed Khan, former Attorney General of Pakistan. Mr. Salauddin Ahmed and Mr. Faisal Siddiqui.
Mr. Zaid कर लीजिए सर, जाहिद को आपने कहा जाहिद इब्राहिम,
इन्हों कर देते हैं,
जाहिद इब्राहिम को कर दीजिए,
इन्हों कर दें,
जाहिद को कर दीजिए,
जाहिद को भी कर देते हैं, Mr. Zaid Ibrahim, ठीक है, and Mr. Yasir Qureshi, who is a legal academic based station working at Oxford University, UK, United Kingdom. Full stop. The learned amicus. Acha, full stop. The learned amicus should submit. The learned amicus appointed on the criminal aspect of the matter should attend to such aspect of the case, and those appointed with regard to constitutional determination to attend to constitutional matters. However, if any amicus wants to attend to the other aspect, they will be at liberty to do so. Full stop. One of the presidential reference had referred to an interview of one of the learned judges who sat on the bench of the Supreme, where the matter was earlier decided by the Supreme Court, which resulted in the decision reported in PLD.
The Supreme Court decision was 79.
In Zulfikar Ali Bhutto v. the State, bracket mein PLD 1979, Supreme Court 38.
53, sir.
53 was
you interim order. 53, and the review mein bhi the. And the review decision therefrom reported as Zulfikar Ali Bhutto v. State, PLD 1979, Supreme Court 741. और तो कोई नहीं, यही दो थे.
Sir, may I make a submission?
Wait a minute. जुमला कैसे शुरू हुआ? Namely Mr. Justice Naseem Hassan Shah. Full stop. And a review and the interview given by him to Mr. Iftikhar Ahmed, then associated with GEO television, and Mr. Kasuri has also referred to. आपकी CMA कौन सी है, Kasuri साहब? CM has also referred to as
CMA 5788 of 2011.
88/2011, and has also referred to a civil miscellaneous application number 5788/2011, wherein he has filed extracts from the book published by the said judge, titled Constitution, Law and Pakistan Affairs. Italics में कर दें, and published by locally published. ठीक है, ये किताब हमें मिल गई, so आप भी देख लीजिएगा. Full stop. Mr. Farooq Naik, let notice be issued to. I've also heard an interview of Justice Waziraء Patel.
Justice Waziraء Patel ki bhi hai. We can provide the transcript as well as the video. I can do that.
You will do all of these things.
I'll do it.
Mr. Farooq Naik states that there was also an interview given by Justice Waziraء Patel, and he will be providing the actual interview on a, what do you call it?
On a YouTube, we'll provide a USB
CD plus USB.
CD plus USB.
Oblique USB, and provide
a transcript
thereof. Full stop. Let notice be also issued to Geo Television because they may have some footage where they did not show. Sometimes if they cut out just important bit, to provide the entire interview that was referred to interview that was conducted by Mr. Iftikhar Ahmed. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So we have covered this.
So इसमें under instructions अगर sir
pending thing of the
शफीर रहमान साहब की जो ट्रिब्यूनल की फाइंडिंग थी उसका क्या?
सर उसकी वो ट्रिब्यूनल के वो रिपोर्ट मंगवा लीजिए, बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है वो।
आई नहीं है
अभी तक नहीं आई है सर।
वो आपने फरमाया कि वो तो पब्लिक हो गई,
पब्लिक हो गई थी।
कैसे पब्लिक भी हो गया?
कंप्लेंट का रिकॉर्ड था वो हाई कोर्ट से नहीं आया।
नहीं,
प्राइवेट कंप्लेंट
Court Association informs us that it is available.
जी वो हो गई थी, पब्लिक भी हो गई थी। It is only the private complaint record which the Lahore High Court could not send and which hasn't been sent thus far.
उसमें रेफरेंस होगा ना रिपोर्ट में?
Mr. Farooq Naik,
रेफरेंस रिपोर्ट में होगा।
if you're going to have people standing behind you who do nothing other than show their face, we will I'm not asking you anything. Mr. Farooq Naik, you make them work.
Sir, they do work.
No. We're not saying anything.
Okay, I understand.
You make them work.
Definitely, sir.
Okay, so now we are told that report is available.
The report.
The report is available. It was made public by the government.
No, you did the Supreme Court.
Only the private.
आप बताइए।
I am appearing on behalf of Supreme Court Bar Association, sir. Notices were sent.
ओके, आसमा जहांगीर साहब को दिया था ना?
No, my lord.
नहीं उसमें दिया था ना नोटिस।
She was president.
Yes, my lord.
तो what about the president?
Sir, he is going alive.
I know you are the secretary. Do you represent the president?
No, sir, secretary. I am secretary, sir.
No, we know you are a secretary.
President, sir, वो बाहर गए, sir.
अच्छा, इसमें मजीद लिख दें, इसमें लिखें। In an earlier order, the president, the Supreme Court Bar Association was also issued notice, and the late Ms. Asma Jahangir was representing SCBA. Full stop. In case SCBA wants to be represented before this court, let them nominate a counsel of their choice.
अगर पाकिस्तान बार काउंसिल को भी कर दें सुप्रीम कोर्ट बार के साथ।
I don't know, they may not be interested.
अफरीदी साहब जो थे ना, अफरीदी साहब नुमाइंदे करे थे पाकिस्तान बार काउंसिल के। जैसे आप
ये तो वैसे रिकॉर्ड है।
तो जो भी आ जाए, we can't force him to come. No, but we can't force him. If he's alive, then he should come. No, we're not. देखिए कसूरी साहब, it's not a question of defending anybody. It's just a question of a presidential reference. If he wants to come before us, certainly we'll hear him. We will not stop anyone unless it's completely irrelevant. Then we won't allow, or people coming and using the rostrum to make some sort of a speech. That what we won't permit. We will only hear constitutional and legal arguments, particularly pertaining to the scope of the advisory powers, and if we are satisfied, we proceed further. How to proceed further, those are aspects which we will consider. जी, इसमें please write further with regard to the matters. We expect to be assisted on the questions which have already been framed by this court, by the learned, by this court. Full stop. Office is directed to send a copy of the reference along with all orders to the learned amicus to attend to the reference and the questions noted in order dated 21 April 2011, as well as those mentioned herein. Now, we may add after discussion some or better formulate questions later, but these are just roughly what we are saying. With regard to the criminal aspect of the case, we need to be assisted on the scope of direct criminal trial in a murder case by the High Court, precedents in this regard, the scope of whether there was any objection. How the trial came to be conducted by the High Court, and if there were any objections to the trial being conducted by the High Court, and if so, how the same were attended to, how the objections were attended to. Full stop. We also need to be assisted on the evidence, the significance of the evidence of approvers. Anything else?